Talking fishing, nothing but fishing, we're talking fishing.
Bit of mail this week, and Craig, just a warning, quite often they, bag the government in mailbag, so anyway.
I'm used to that.
I'm sure you are. Anyway, let's get on with it. This one says, "Hi Kramer, further to my email last week regarding the demise of the volunteer Coast Guard." This is from David from Bond Beach, now writes to us because he was anonymous last week. You will no doubt have noticed the story in yesterday's Herald Sun confirming the terrible situation this wonderful organisation finds itself in. Now, David's written to many of the MPs, three in particular. Jeff Borman, is it, from the Fishers and Shooters Party?
Yes.
He got back to him, but he hasn't returned the phone call. Wade Noonan, Minister for Police, he didn't respond. Sonia Kilkenny, local member down at Carrum, didn't respond. So, I know he's pushing, he's going to push it. I hope the fishing fraternity in this state can be marshalled to make these people accountable for this terrible situation. Well, Craig, do you know, has the state government funded the insurance ever before?
Look, there's certain things state governments will fund, and voluntary organisations are always difficult. And I think in some areas the fundraising is much easier for these things. I know, a lot of the regional areas they're very active and got really good local support. In some areas though, it's very difficult to raise funds.
No one wants to see the Coast Guard stop operation. And I think there's a risk that they will stop at midnight on Thursday this week. No one wants to see that, but. I think, obviously, I think the Coast Guard's probably asked the state government for help. Not sure where that'll end up, but I'm not sure it's the state government's problem that they can't pay their insurance.
They seem to get it right up north, don't they, with the boat people? But down south, the boat people don't get the same attention, do they?
Well, Trelly, that's a good point, because in Narooma, I'm a member of the local. It's
I mean the ones coming over from Indonesia.
Oh, those, God. I was talking about...
rescue them, but not the ones down here.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I'm telling you, in Narooma, I pay $50 a year to be a radio club member of the local Coast Guard, or it's Marine Rescue up there, and that money goes towards all this sort of stuff, so maybe, and unfortunately this is what it's like. When you rely on charitable money, and the competition for the charitable dollar has got a lot tougher, sometimes you've got to look at a different model and get on with it. So, but David, it is a great concern, and we'll keep an eye on that situation. Number 2 in Kramers Mailbag. Hi guys, there is something you need to know regarding dredging at the docks in Melbourne. Dredging is going on 24/7 and being dumped at the spoil grounds and degrading the fishing in this area. When retrieving our anchor, it is covered in black sludge. Does anyone know why this is happening? The dredging boats are constantly going back and forth all day and night, destroying the bay. Do you know anything about this? One of the things I do know about dredging is when they dredge, quite often it looks pretty dirty.
Yep.
But give the waters to filter all that sand. I mean, they do it down on the Mornington Peninsula. They'll pump a whole lot of sand, and the beach looks black.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of days and it's all clean again. So
but have they got a sand content down there that helps filter the water, whereas we probably don't have that up.
But you get a layer underneath and it goes quite dirty again.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
It's often due to how much tidal movement or water flow you've got in those areas. Whether it,
I'm not sure why they'd be dredging any more now than in the past. I mean, it's not like super trawlers are coming up the Yarra or anything like that. So anyway, let's keep going. This one here, this is from Dave, and he goes, "Hey Dave."
Hey Dave.
On you, Dave. Mate, I caught this flatty a few days back. Hook was too deep, so it didn't survive, but it had all this strange yellow stuff all over it. I tried wiping it off to see if it was a slime of some sort, but it didn't come off. Any idea what it is? Do you boys know what that is?
Oh, I don't know.
He's saying that didn't wipe off.
Remember the old glow bait he used to use for trying to catch a fish? Looks like that, doesn't it?
I don't think it was glow bait, Charlie.
Doesn't look like glow bait.
You seen that, Craig, before?
No, I haven't never seen something like that. But
no.
Looks like it's...
I think Dave was fishing around Carrum.
What if he kept that and actually give it to the fisheries to get it checked out? Not too sure. He'd have to.
He might have eaten it and didn't have to put mustard on his fish.
That's right.
Anyway, I'm sure someone like Ross Winstanley, a wealth of knowledge. Ross, you need to write to us during the week and we'll announce what it is next week because you'll know. But anyway, if anyone else knows what it is, let us know. Craig, let's keep moving on. We want to get through some of the things. Barham, I've got to finish if people want to write to me or these blokes, this is what you do.
Send your mail to Kramers Mailbag, PO Box 734, Patterson Lakes, Victoria 3197, or email kramer@ifish.com.au.
Talking fishing, nothing but fishing, talking fishing. If it's facts about fishing that you want to know, then tune in, folks, 'cause this is the show. We'll show you.